Do you know what your dog actually sees when it looks at you? You probably think the answer is simple. It sees its owner, maybe its favorite person, maybe its best friend. But the truth is far more fascinating than that. And once you hear what science has discovered, you may never look at your dog the same way again. Most dog owners don't even realize it, which means they're missing one of the deepest emotions unfolding right in front of them every single day. In this video, I'm going to show you what your dog is actually seeing when it looks at you. And by the time you reach the end, the way you look at your furry friend may be changed forever. First, you may have heard this about cats. They see you as just a giant cat, another member of their colony. They don't really see a difference between themselves and you. But don't assume your dog thinks the same way, because dogs did something that cats never did. Over the last 15,000 years of living alongside humans, dogs developed an entirely separate set of social behaviors specifically for us. Scientists call it the human-dog bond, and it's unlike anything else in the animal kingdom. When your dog looks at you, it doesn't see a bigger dog or a smaller dog. It sees a being it has been genetically wired over countless generations to seek out, trust, and connect with. Not an equal, not just another member of the pack, but a lifeline. At Duke University, cognitive scientist Brian Hare discovered that dogs develop the ability to read social cues that are uniquely human, an ability that even our closest primate relatives have never fully matched. When you point at something, your dog follows your gesture. A chimpanzee won't. Even a wolf raised by humans usually won't. That's because dogs didn't just learn to live alongside us. They evolved to understand us. And that understanding shapes the way your dog sees you every single day. In a moment, I'm going to show you what scientists discovered about how this bond works inside your dog's brain. And when you hear it, it may surprise you far more than you expect. Second, your dog rehearses you when you're gone. Think about what happens the moment you pick up your keys. Your dog's ears perk up. It follows you to the door. Some dogs start pacing, some whine, and some continue staring at the door long after you've left. For years, people brushed this off as separation anxiety. But researchers started asking a different question. What is a dog actually thinking and feeling when it's left alone? What they discovered was shocking. Studies tracking dogs left alone found that stress hormones begin to spike within minutes after their owner leaves. Their heart rate increases. Their bodies enter a low-level state of alert. But that's not the most remarkable part. When researchers played recordings of the owner's voice to dogs that had been left alone, their stress levels dropped almost immediately. Not with just any human voice, only with the voice of their owner. And it goes even deeper than sound. A study from Emory University found that when dogs were exposed to different scents, only one consistently activated the brain's reward center, the region associated with love, pleasure, and positive anticipation. That scent was yours. Not food, not another dog. You. Your dog isn't just waiting for you to come home. It's holding on to you in every way its biology allows, until you walk back through that door. If this is already changing the way you see your dog, make sure to like and subscribe. Here we explore what dog behavior actually means, not what we assume it means. And the next discovery might be the strangest one yet. Your dog may be reading your face more carefully than most people do. Third, your dog may read your face better than most people do. When you look at another person's face, your eyes naturally drift to the left side first. Scientists call this the left gaze bias. It happens automatically. That's because the right side of the brain, which processes emotion, focuses on the left side of the face, and humans evolved to read those emotional signals. Here's the surprising part. Your dog does the exact same thing, but only with human faces. When researchers showed dogs images of human faces, dog faces, and various objects, the dogs displayed a consistent left gaze bias only when looking at human faces. Not with other dogs, not with anything else. They developed a specialized ability to read human emotions. That's why your dog can often tell when you're sad without you saying a single word or making any obvious movement. With a sensitivity shaped over tens of thousands of years, it's reading the tiny expressions that flicker across your face. And it goes even further than that. Dogs can tell the difference between happy and angry human faces, even in photographs of people they've never met before. They understand what a furrowed brow means without ever being taught. So when your dog quietly walks over and rests its head on your lap after you've had a rough day, understand this. It's not guessing. It read your face. It processed the signals through a brain shaped by 15,000 years of shared history and countless generations of learning. And then it made a choice. It chose to come to you. Fourth, your dog's tail wag is a complete sentence. Most people assume that a wagging tail simply means a happy dog. But scientists discovered something that completely changed that assumption. What matters isn't just that the tail is wagging, it's the direction of the wag. When a dog sees something that triggers a positive emotional response, its owner coming home, a familiar friend, or something it loves, the tail tends to wag more to the right. But when a dog encounters something uncertain, stressful, or potentially threatening, such as an unfamiliar stranger, the tail shifts more to the left. What makes this even more fascinating is that other dogs can read these signals too. Italian researchers found that when dogs watched videos of other dogs wagging their tails more to the right, they remained calm and relaxed. But when they were shown dogs wagging more to the left, their own heart rates increased. Their bodies automatically responded to the message being sent by the dog on the screen. Your dog has an entire tail vocabulary that it never had to learn. It was born with it. And it uses it every single day. The height of the tail carries meaning as well. A tail held high and wagging quickly often signals confidence and excitement. A tail held lower and moving more slowly can signal submission or an attempt to calm a situation. So your dog isn't just wagging its tail at you. It's communicating with you. And it's doing it constantly, hoping you'll listen. Now we come to the final discovery, the one that ties everything together. And once you hear it, everything we've talked about so far will suddenly make perfect sense. Fifth, you are the center of your dog's world. And there's a neurochemical reason why. In 2015, a study published in the journal Science made headlines around the world. Researchers found that when dogs and their owners look into each other's eyes, just look, oxytocin levels rise significantly in both. Oxytocin is often called the bonding hormone. It's the same chemical that helps create the powerful connection between a mother and her newborn child in the very first moments after birth. Take a moment to think about that. Your dog looks at you, and its brain releases the same chemical humans use to bond with their babies. And the very same hormone is released in your brain when you look back at your dog. This isn't just emotion, and it's not dog owners projecting human feelings onto their pets. This is a documented biological loop, a bonding feedback cycle triggered simply by your dog looking at you. And think back to everything we talked about earlier. How dogs evolved to read human faces, follow human cues, and respond to human emotions in ways no other animal can. All of that evolution was building toward this. Your dog isn't just an animal that lives with you. It's a being that is neurochemically bonded to you. Your dog isn't merely tolerating your presence. It isn't just accepting you as part of its environment. You are the one who triggers the most powerful bonding chemicals in its brain. The scent that lights up its reward center is your scent. And its eyes evolved to read your face. When your dog looks at you, it doesn't just see a human. It doesn't just see an owner. It sees the one being its entire biology was built to find. It sees you. If what you heard today changed the way you think about your dog, tell me in the comments. What does your dog do when you come home? Drop your answer below. I read every single one. And before you move on to the next video, don't forget to subscribe.